This week, a big week as it relates to Election Day, starting again tomorrow. The biggest moments, of course, are Prop 50 in California. You have the gubernatorial races in both New Jersey and Virginia, as well as the mayoral race right here in my hometown of New York City. Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. So let's get there. Let's get there. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share, because this stupidity, it's got to come to an end. And let's start with New York. See, last night on 60 Minutes, Trump announced that he was endorsing Andrew Cuomo. And why? Because even a bad Democrat is better than a communist. Play the clip.
But what if Mamdani becomes mayor?
It's going to be hard for me as the president to give a lot of money to New York because if you have a communist running New York, all you're doing is wasting the money you're sending there. So I don't know that he's won, and I'm not a fan of Cuomo one way or the other, but if it's going to be between a bad Democrat and a communist, I'm going to pick the bad Democrat all the time, to be honest with you.
Okay, so let me be crystal clear about something. Out of all of the states in the country, there's a handful, New York being one of them, that are what's called net positive to the country, meaning we pay more to the government as a state than we take from the state in terms of handouts. That you find mostly red states. So when he turns around, he says that they're going to withhold money. Be very, very careful, because you know what? New York may withhold money from the federal government. In response to that, by the way, Mamdani posted this. In it, he writes, Trump endorses Cuomo. Congratulations, Andrew Cuomo. I know how hard you worked for this. So you got to give this guy a lot of credit. Very much like Gavin Newsom, he's a troller. He really knows how to fight back. And you've all heard me say this many, many times. I am not a fan of Mamdani, not because of whatever this nonsense people want to talk about. Oh, he's Muslim. I don't particularly care. Or because he's too young. No, don't care about that one either. I don't care for him because the things he's telling the youngsters, Gen Z, that he intends to do and to implement here in New York, you just can't. It's not even a mayoral power, but they're buying it. I'm looking for politicians that maybe don't start out lying, because we know where that's going to get us. Now, Andrew Cuomo, he went on Fox. Yeah, he went on Fox News with Maria Bartiromo, the queen of fake news, saying that he won't be fighting with Trump if he wins. Play the clip.
Are you going to be able to work with President Trump? If he wants to send the National Guard there, if he wants to help you with security, will you be able to work with this president?
Yeah, it's a good question, Maria. First of all, I know President Trump. I was governor when he was president in the first term. We worked together. Most people assume, well, the Democratic governor, Democratic mayor is going to fight with a Republican president. I don't necessarily assume that's true. I'm going to try cooperation. I believe President Trump is from New York. I think he cares about New York. He has friends in New York. He has a lot of connections in New York. And I think he would be open to a cooperative path that is doing good things in New York in cooperation with the federal government. I think he would like to see New York better. I believe that. And I want to appeal to that instinct first. If it becomes political, Democrat, Republican, like everything else happens down there, then that would be unfortunate.
Okay. Again, it's a great answer of a non-answer. Let me be crystal clear. Mamdani's going to go after Trump from day number one. I kind of like more Andrew Cuomo's response back. Wait and see what's going to happen. Everybody's always hypothesizing, what should we do? What will we do? Let's just wait. And by the way, see, Cuomo can take this position because he knows he's sunk. He knows he doesn't have a chance in the world of winning this election. Now, on 60 Minutes, Trump also said, not sure I understand this one, he said he was more attractive than Mamdani because it's clearly what matters to the rest of us. Play the clip.
With state and local elections coming up Tuesday, we asked the president about the highly anticipated mayoral race that includes former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Zohran Mamdani. Zorhan Mandami, 34-year-old Democratic socialist. He's the front
Communist, not socialist, communist. He's far worse than a socialist.
Some people have compared him to a left-wing version of you, charismatic, breaking the old rules. What do you think about that?
Well, I think I'm a much better looking person than him, right?
Okay. I mean, sure, like I said, right now everything's upside down. You have ICE, even here in New York, going into courthouses. You have 42 million Americans, many of whom are here in New York as well, who are losing their SNAP benefits. There's all sorts of issues going on. And I think what we need to really turn around and talk about is looks. Going into the gubernatorial races last night, Trump put out literally 2 posts about the upcoming election. Let me show you what he said. The first one, for all those people voting in New Jersey and Virginia for governor, attorney general, or any other position, please remember this. A Republican vote means a drastic drop in energy prices and energy costs, a drop like you've never seen before. A Democrat vote means a doubling and even tripling of your energy bills and prices, traditionally the highest cost of an American citizen. So, if you vote Republican, your energy costs are going to go down tremendously. If you vote Democrat, your energy costs are going to go through the roof, making energy virtually unaffordable for you and your family to pay. Also remember that if you don't go to the polls and vote, it's the same thing as voting for a Democrat. So go to the polls and cut your energy costs in half. He also turned around and wrote, the Orthodox Jewish communities all across America voted in very big numbers for me in our historic 2024 presidential campaign. Lakewood, New Jersey was one of our biggest wins anywhere in the country, with more than 90% of the vote. On November 4th, the eyes of the country are on New Jersey again. I need all of my supporters in the Orthodox community in Lakewood and its surrounding towns to vote in huge numbers for Jack Ciattarelli. Jack will be a great governor and has my complete and total endorsement. He will never let you down. Jack needs every single vote in the community, including all your yeshiva students who turned out to vote for me last year. Your votes in this election will save New Jersey, a state that is near and dear to my heart. Jack will cut your taxes and tremendously reduce your out of control and ridiculous energy costs, whereas his opponent will double, triple, and even now quadruple your energy and other costs. You will rue the day that you voted for her. Vote for Jack Ciattarelli on Tuesday, November 4th. Let me be very, very clear about something. First and foremost, energy prices have spiked over the course of the last 10 months since Trump has become president. Now, of course, it's always so easy for them to point, deflect, distract, and so on. This, again, is owned by the Republicans. This is not a Democratic issue. This is the Republicans with all of the nonsense causing problems that also deal with energy. Now, Barack Obama, he wasn't going to sit this one out. He went to rallies this weekend for both Virginia's Abigail Spanberger and New Jersey's Mikey Sherrill. Let me show you what he had to say in Virginia. Play the clip.
But the fact is, there were plenty of people who voted for Trump and the Republicans anyway. And it wasn't because they wanted to give up the right to free speech or see our public health systems torn down, but because they were understandably frustrated with inflation and gas prices and the difficulty of affording a home and worries about their children's future, and so they were willing to take a chance. Now, 9 months later, you got to ask yourself, has any of that gotten better? Is the economy working better for you? Because it sure has gotten better for Trump and his family. You know, since he's been in office, the whole crypto business and other ventures have made hundreds of millions of dollars, including from foreign nationals and rich folks investing because they want to stay in the president's good graces. The economy has been really good for some of Trump's billionaire pals and for finance bros and well-connected corporations who've seen their tax bills go down and don't have to worry about all these pesky regulators anymore.
Yeah, let me be very clear. Barack Obama is absolutely wrong there. They have not made hundreds of millions of dollars they've made billions of dollars. And if that in and of itself doesn't eat your lunch, well, you won't even have a lunch very soon. Let me show you what he then said in New Jersey about Mikey and her opponent, Jack Ciattarelli. Play that clip.
Mikey's opponent has now run for governor 3 times in a row. I mean, I believe in persistence, but at a certain point. So 3 times in a row. Other 2 times he lost. So this time his strategy is to suck up to the Republicans in Washington. So Donald Trump called Mikey's opponent 100% MAGA. Not a great endorsement. When he was asked to give the Trump administration a grade, Mikey's opponent said they deserved an A. Don't boo. I mean, I know there's been great inflation, but really, an A. This is the best we could do. These are the same folks who put secret war plans in a group chat. You don't think
I mean, you got to give Obama a lot of credit on this, man. He's like a stand-up comic, but he's a stand-up comic that's actually using reality to show us just how stupid and ridiculous that we look. And if we look stupid and ridiculous to ourselves, imagine how stupid and ridiculous we look to the rest of the world. Now, also over the weekend, Gavin Newsom spoke about the importance of tomorrow's elections. Play that clip.
So here we are. Here we are, days away from this historic election, days away from sending a message. And a year from now, what this is all about is Democrats getting back on our toes, not our heels, getting our mojo back. I mean, I don't know what happened to us last few months. You know, everybody all, hand wringing and all this. But we're back. The biggest story, you know it. You all know this. I cannot wait for November 5th, November 6th, and all the punditry. Historic victories all across the United States of America. Proposition 50 winning by double digits. A new governor in New Jersey, a new governor in Virginia. Democrats back, united. Standing tall and firm for health care. Standing tall to our diverse communities. Standing tall for the founding fathers. That's what this election is all about. So I just want to thank you. I mean this, just thank you. I'll end as I began. Thank you for giving a damn.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's always good when you have a small crowd and you sing playing. Obviously, you know that they're going to scream for all of this. We must make sure that everyone gets out to vote. There is no ifs, ands, or buts at this point. You must get out to vote because everything that Gavin is saying is 100% correct. And finally, I do want to end on a clip of Steve Kornacki discussing the poll numbers. Play that clip.
Heading into this Tuesday, we asked folks about their enthusiasm for the midterm elections. That'll be next year, 2026. But this was astounding. 66%, wow. 2/3 of all voters have a high level of interest. We will find that number typically on the eve of the actual midterm election. This is a year out. And this is what's encouraging for Democrats, troubling for Republicans. More enthusiasm for Democrats. That high level of interest, it's about 3/4 of Democrats. It is a little bit lower there for Republicans. And that could feed into the second part of this equation. And that is, we asked folks, midterm election, which party would you want to control Congress? And the Democrats have now, in our poll, this is significant, opened up an 8-point advantage over Republicans. We checked this back in the spring. It was dead.
Wait, what do you mean 8 points? I mean, are you really going to tell me that there's still 42 to 50% of this country that believes that Republicans should control, again, the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives after everything that they've seen? That's why I turn around and say we can't take our foot off the gas. We have to keep pushing, and keep pushing. So again, help me to grow this community. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share. Share this with everybody. And as always, thanks for listening.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.